just sent John out to the freezer to get some sausages and some hash browns, and while he's doing that, I'm going to cut up some mushrooms and an avocado. So good morning guys, it's Sunday. We are going to have a cooked breakfast today, which is actually quite rare for us. We don't do that very often, but we just fancied it. We've got the freezer turned on at the moment, which we don't very often have. In fact, can't remember the last time we had the freezer on, but given like the current situation with the coronavirus and everything, I've just kind of been being a lot better at like our leftovers and things. Sometimes I'm quite bad at like putting leftovers in the fridge, and then we try and eat them, but sometimes we don't, and then, dare I say it, sometimes they get thrown away. Oh, I'm really bad. I know it's bad. I do know that's bad. But I've been trying to be a lot better, and so we've turned on the freezer in the garage, and I'm like been freezing stuff, and yeah, and I've decided to buy a few freezer things as well. I don't worry, I have not panic bought. I've not been one of those panic buyers. I've just, every time I've done my weekly shop, I've just kind of bought one or two like freezer items to stock up the freezer, which I don't think is that bad because people buy freezer items like all the time. But it just meant that like if something did happen and we had to be like quarantined, like if we did catch the virus, which we haven't, if we did catch the virus, then at least we would have food and not worry about going out. But actually we've been really lucky, and we've still been able to get our weekly Ocado deliveries because I've been a loyal long-term Ocado customer, so I'm really grateful for that. Really grateful, because I know loads of people have had so many struggles with the supermarket, getting stuff and going to the supermarket and all that stuff. So I am beyond, oh God, I can't tell you, like I'm just super grateful for being able to have Ocado deliveries. So with the freezer on, I bought hash browns. So yeah, we're gonna have a cooked breakfast this morning. So I've got a little helper. You're just oiling up the corn sausages, aren't you? Mm-hmm. You just have to brush a little bit of oil on them. So that's what my little helper is doing, isn't it? Yeah? Yeah? Yeah. I'm just going to start on the mushrooms. I've got them all sliced up. I put up a bit of olive oil in, and I always put some garlic puree and some paprika in, and they just make the most amazing.
Garlic and everything because she loves garlic.
That's true. I always put garlic in everything because I love garlic. Thank you for that. Opened a can of baked beans, and it's been stolen because my daughter, just like me, loves cold baked beans straight from the can. So while the breakfast is cooking away, I'm gonna snip up this pizza that we made last night. We made a couple of pizzas actually. We are headed off to the allotment this morning, hence the cooked breakfast. Well, I'm not going to be doing anything massively manual, if I'm honest. John, we're going to be making up veg beds. I say we, I really do mean John. So yeah, we're going to go up there. Obviously we can, you're still allowed to go to allotments because it's exercise and food, but actually the allotment, our allotment is just outside our village, so we don't have to go particularly far. And you can easily social distance at your allotment because there's not, there's quite a few, like whenever we go, there's only like ever one or two people at their allotments, and they're usually like the other side of the plot, the other side of the site, that kind of thing. So that's good. Yeah, so we're taking pizza with us. I need to dose myself up on, my hay fever has now kicked in. It's not too bad. The other week I did have an asthma flare-up and I ended up having to go to the doctors and being given some steroid tablets, some prednisolone. My asthma is normally well managed. I normally take just a Montelukast tablet every day, and that's normally enough. But yeah, I did have an asthma flare-up the other week, and the doctor said he thinks it was like I didn't have the virus. no temperature, no other symptoms, but and he was just like, I think it's just your body's response. There's so many germs around at the moment, it's crazy times, like you've just had an asthma flare up. And so I was out of action for a couple of days while I kind of recovered from that, and now my hay fever has kicked in. So I'm starting to feel a bit chesty again, so yeah, I need to take my hay fever tablet today, and obviously we're going to the allotment. But usually my hay fever is usually bad when it first kicks in, and then it settles back down again. So there we go. I do have an inhaler which I take whenever I need to, which is very, very rarely, and so far I haven't needed that either, touch wood. So that's good. So yeah, I need to take my hay fever tablets. I take Benadryl, and I also need to find out the Beckinase, because I'm starting to feel my vessels in my nose, they're starting to feel swollen, and I'm starting to feel a little bit chesty. But you know, I actually find that the Benadryl also help with the chest as well as the nose. Hello.
I got delivered here.
You got delivered here.
Yeah,
What? On a trolley?
Yeah.
What's Daddy doing with the trolley?
He wheeled it.
He wheeled it. So is Daddy packing up the van with the wood to take to the allotment?
He's got my mud kitchen in it.
Your mud kitchen.
Yeah.
Awesome. But yeah.
I'm hungry.
I know. Breakfast is cooking. Little scallywag. All right, you help Dad then. Yeah, John's made a mud kitchen for little Un to have at the allotment, so that whilst we're there, like, she does help out and stuff. So I'm just stirring the mushrooms. She does help out at the allotment, and she does really enjoy being at the allotment. Just sometimes, like, attention span and all that, like if we're doing jobs and things, she'll sort of wander off. So built a mud kitchen so she's got something to play with when we're up there. But yeah, as I was saying, like my asthma, I've got an old vest on today because I think it's going to be hot. You're back. I know you're hungry, but it's been like seconds. Oh my god, those of you that have got kids, like when your kids are hungry, they become like demons. Go on, go and help Dad. Oh my god, like when a kid's hungry, like trying to contain hunger. So yeah, I usually find like my asthma sort of flares up when the hay fever first starts to kick in, but then like once I start taking the antihistamines and everything, it all settles back down again. Does mean though, can you see on my eye? It's really, I might not be able to see it very well. I've got a bit of eczema here, and it is spread down here as well on my eye. When I have, whenever I have like asthma flare-ups or chest issues, I tend to get like eczema patches flare-ups. So far, touch wood, I've only got this one on my eye, which is like in a really annoying place. I tried to find some coconut oil because I don't have cream for eczema because I very rarely get eczema. I don't have any eczema cream, and I don't really want to go out to the doctors to get some. I'm trying to, like, you know, go out as little as possible, obviously, during this current situation. So I don't really want to go to the doctors or pharmacy or anything just for something for my eye, because it's not that bad. It's really not that bad. So yeah, I was trying to find something that I could put on it just to kind of soothe like the itch, because it's a bit itchy, and obviously the itchier it gets, the more you want to itch it, which the worse it gets. So that's not good. So yeah, I'm going to finish cooking breakfast, and I'm going to cut up these pizzas so we can take them to the allotment. I don't know how long we're going to be up there or whatever, but at the end of the day, I have a child who will be wanting snacks and things. So yeah, it's homemade pizzas, cooked breakfast, homemade pizzas, and allotment day today. So here we are. Here is the complete cooked dinner: corn sausages, avocado, mushrooms, beans, and hash browns. Delicious.
And sausage.
So here we go then at the allotment. Our allotment starts here at our little crab apple tree, which is in beautiful, looking absolutely beautiful. Look at the flowers. So here we go. This is ours. This bit we're leaving to grass at the minute, just this little bit. And then Here we go. So when we came down the other week, John made a compost bin, which he put down the back there. And yeah, we're going to put the mud kitchen in and start making some raised beds. What it is, we're going to pick up these bricks that we these bricks that we started laying here. We're going to pick these up and we're going to move them further down, because this grassy area is where we're going to put Littlen's mud kitchen. So she's got like a nice grassy area that she can play on it with. Got all the bricks up now, and John's brought the mud kitchen in and put it in place.
It's a bit, you know.
It's wobbly, yeah, so we just got to level it out.
I know what we can call it. Tilty.
Tilty. Yeah.
Tilty the mud kitchen.
Tilty the mud kitchen. Daddy's going to level it out for you. Okay, so the kid and I, we're on a cup of tea break. And a hot chocolate break. John is working hard there, aren't you, dear, on making the veggie beds. So yeah, the clay, the soil is just so clay, so no dig, raised beds is the way to go. The raised beds work so well at home for us, and most of the other allotments, like as you can see, that's not ours there, but like most of the other allotments on packed plots here, they have raised beds. They all sort of say that the soil is just completely and utter pants. So yeah, raised beds, baby, raised beds. So there's 2 people hard at work there, and you know, too many cooks spoil the broth and all that. So you know, I'm just chipping away over here at this book. It's hard work. It's a hard life. You know, I'm sat here, got a cup of tea, got my book.
Bang it. Yeah, don't take it out.
I'm now trying to do this at school.
Yeah, forest school, don't you?
Yes, I have to do this in my life.
Yeah. What sort of saw do you use? Do you use one like this? Or a smaller one?
I don't know what it's for. There's loads of it.
Oh, well done. Hey, well done. Awesome work. You gonna do any more?
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14.
Yeah, so B has how many?
14.
Okay, so you write 14 in there then.
I was wrong, but that looked like it did.
So here we go. John has put 4 beds in. He's worked really, really hard, covered up the rest. We've left space for... Your pardon?
I'm putting soil in.
You're putting soil in. Awesome, doing a grand job. So we've left space for some pathways. We're not sure what we're going to do with those yet. So we might. So what we did before is here. Can you see? Bricks. We had bricks that we got off of Free Cycle or Freegal, one of those free sites, to make the path. Obviously we're in weird times at the moment, so when all this is over, we'll see if we can go back on like Free Cycle or Freegal and get any more old bricks or like gravel or stones or bark chippings or whatever to do the path. If we can't get that, then I don't know what we'll do. But yeah, it's looking good. It's looking a lot less daunting and a lot more manageable now. Hey guys, so it's evening now. I'm really enjoying the fact that it's very early evening. It's 5:30. I'm really enjoying the later evenings. It's nice to still have a bit of light and still feel like you've got a bit of day. Don't get me wrong, I absolutely love autumn and winter. I love winter. I love snuggling down and putting candles on and feeling cozy and everything, but also it's quite nice and quite motivating that it's still light in the evening, so I'm liking that. So yeah, we're just getting ready to like unwind now and think about tea time. We spent all day at the allotment, which was really nice. The sun was shining and it was nice. We were just playing and just chilling out. It was really nice to have a bit of scenery, change of scenery, to be honest, because like we just haven't been out, as I said. So yeah, that was nice to have some change of scenery. It was quite busy down there, but everyone was just on their own plots, so it was, you know, distanced. It was fine. It was fine. And then we came back late this afternoon, and then we just chilled out at home. Nothing terribly exciting. And we had a family Zoom call with John's family. Yeah, and now it's time to start unwinding. So yeah, we didn't eat all our pizza. We weren't hungry because we had a massive breakfast, so we weren't hungry. So we didn't eat all our pizza, so we're gonna have pizza for tea. I think some cold pizza. I love cold pizza. So yeah, we're gonna do that, and we're just gonna like chill out. I'll probably read some more of my book, and then bed, and then the week starts again next week. Right now I'm just gonna go through some planning for like homeschool or home ed stuff for next week. I love home ed, and I love the different variety and things. One of the great things is like in our camper van we have like a box, and in that box is like our daughter's like toys and craft things and everything. And John's mum ages ago bought us some like workbooks by Let's, and we haven't used them, but they were we put them in the van because they were like workbooks. We thought they would like be activity books. And to be honest with you, I'd totally forgotten they were in there. And Little Un found them today and got them out, and she asked to do them. And I was like, okay, there's this one, there's spellings, there's words, there's maths. And she loves her maths so much. She's recently just finished one of her maths apps. We use 1 billion, we've been using 1 billion for maths. But she's finished that. And we downloaded Dragon Box Numbers, which she's now sort of playing with for some maths. We'll probably look at some other maths apps as well, but there was this maths workbook, so she decided to do this maths workbook. And I love that like it's a Sunday afternoon. She could do whatever she wants, but she chooses to do maths. And I love that about our home ed journey and the way that we home ed, that we see education as like learning through life, and we don't particularly have a set timetable or anything. When we're not in like pandemic times, we do sort of have a timetable, as in we go to groups and things, but that's about it. We kind of do things, and like some days we'll do nothing, we'll have an entire day off. Other days we'll have like a full-on 9 till 5 kind of day, and we do our like education over like 7 days. We just see where the wind takes us. Like as I said, like today, like she fancied doing some maths, so great, she did some maths on a Sunday afternoon. Like tomorrow is Monday, it might mean that we might have like a full packed day, or we might only do an hour, or we might do 3 hours. It's just, I just love how we can just kind of like go with how we feel on any particular day and with what she's interested in. So next week I'm just going to do some prepping so that I've got some like stuff under my belt for ideas and things. She's really enjoying at the moment working on her paw print badges, which you've probably seen if you follow my Whimsical Cloud Instagram account. And so I'm going to come up with some activities around superheroes. We'll do maths and science and English and stuff as well. But I try and incorporate some of those maths, or like those core subjects. I try and incorporate those into the project or the theme that she's really interested in at that particular time, just to like make it fun. So I'm just going to spend a little bit of time now prepping activities and ideas for next week. And tonight I'm going to print out my photos, because every Sunday without fail I print out that week's photos and put them in my Project Life album. So I don't want to get behind, so I'll do that tonight as well. And if I get time and energy, I may also meal plan, because as I said, I'm super lucky that I've been getting Ocado deliveries every week. But I get a delivery every Monday, so every Monday I do my next week's shop, if you see what I mean. So I'll meal plan tonight, probably, if I get time, ready to order, do my shopping list, ready to order tomorrow, because I always find I'm really tired on a Monday after like a full day of parenting and like, I don't know, catching up from the weekend. Like there's always like more housework to do. So my eye is just really itchy. Probably can't see it too well, but it is itchy, dry and itchy. So I'm also going to Google some other like natural things I can put on, because I couldn't find any coconut oil. I haven't got any avocado oil. I've got some olive oil, but yeah, some other natural things that I can put on my eyelid. So that's it. I hope you enjoyed hanging out with us today. Not much going on, just allotment times, but you know. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.